As we head into the second half of 2024, it's official, a new era of macro has begun. This will dominate every narrative of the global economy over the next decade. For traders, this is news to celebrate, which is why a long list of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, they are calling this the golden age of trading. Data shows that 1 in 3 people, they have turned to trading to capitalize on the biggest macro themes driving the markets right now. This includes the de-dollarization movement, which has seen global central bank gold purchases exceed 40 million ounces over the last 7 quarters in a row. That's officially the longest central bank gold buying spree ever. We have a global food crisis, which is sending agricultural prices from orange juice to cocoa skyrocketing to all new record highs. National elections taking place in 50% of the world economy, with the US election guaranteed to be one of the biggest macro trading events of the year. Traders are already starting to price in Donald Trump's victory in November, which could spur a new Super Bowl in commodities off the back of a multitude of geopolitical shocks, which includes higher tariffs leading to a commodity supply squeeze, slower immigration, and tighter sanctions on Iranian oil, all of which could drive up inflation. During Donald Trump's previous presidency, gold prices, they rose substantially, surging from $1,200 per ounce when he took office in January of 2017 to over $1,900 an ounce in his final month, which was January of 2021. The big question now is, will history repeat itself again? Only time will tell. However, one thing we do know for certain is that for savvy traders, they're not waiting around to find out. We're already starting to see more and more of the world's most powerful and influential Wall Street banks raising their forecast with extremely bullish calls for commodity prices to hit fresh record highs in the second half of 2024. In a recent note, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they advised their clients to begin rotating into commodities now, ready for a massive uptick in prices ahead. Elsewhere, the global transition towards green energy and net zero emissions, that is already starting to play a critical role in supercharging demand for the world's highly essential commodities, such as aluminium, copper, cobalt, nickel, lithium, palladium, platinum, silver, uranium, zinc, and rare earth metals. For commodity traders, making money in these markets has never been so easy. The week-to-week, short-term, macro-driven trend that we're seeing right now in 2024 can literally be summarized as buy low, sell high, rinse and repeat, and do it all over again. Following months of speculation, interest rate cuts, they're back in the spotlight and they're capturing the world's attention as one of the most lucrative macro trading opportunities of the year, if not the decade. Just in case you missed it, one of the big 3 central banks, they finally cut interest rates last month, and surprisingly, it was not the Federal Reserve. Last month, the European Central Bank, they surprised the markets by cutting interest rates and in the process reversing a 25-year precedent since its founding in 1999. The ECB, they have never cut interest rates before the US Federal Reserve and the Bank of England. Looking ahead, this week is all about one thing and one thing only. It's all about macroeconomics, with traders' attention firmly focused on 2 hotly anticipated US inflation reports, which could provide clues in the timing of the Federal Reserve's first interest rate cut in 2024. At present, traders are pricing in at least 2 rate cuts this year, with the first arriving in September or November, but a third consecutive monthly drop in inflation that could potentially prompt the Fed to cut rates in August. Alongside this week's consumer price and producer price inflation reports, traders will also be interested in hearing what Federal Reserve Jerome Powell will say during his 2-day testimony before Congress, which always has the potential to move markets significantly. Extraordinary times, they do create extraordinary opportunities, and right now, as traders, we are living in some of the most exciting and rewarding times ever. Citadel, which is one of the world's largest commodity trading firms, they've already made more than $4 billion profit from commodities, and we're only 6 months into the year. In fact, with everything that is currently happening on the global macro front, 2024, it is now officially on track to be one of the Gold and Silver Club's biggest and most profitable years in our 14-year history. Our clients have already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns so far this year, and we're only halfway through 2024. To put that another way, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, they've already made more money in the last 6 months than they made in the entire 12 months of last year. What we're seeing right now is nothing short of extraordinary. It's times like these they make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. Right now, you have an opportunity to make the second half of 2024 your biggest and best yet, which, based on our research, it is going to be another blockbuster year due to all the current macroeconomic events that are unfolding. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we are consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we have transparently documented through our weekly videos. If you're trading at one lot, that's $100,000, or if you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. As you can see from our testimonials, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They have already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns, and we're only 6 months into the year. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year, but you still want to make 2024 your best ever, go to jointhegoldensilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. So with that, let's move over to the charts. We'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into a new week. So as discussed with you over the commodity reports in the month of July, we've now locked in over 10,000 points of profit just with palladium and crude oil. We identified these huge opportunities with you over the month of June. So firstly, of course, palladium here, massive opportunities to be buying it back down at $900 per ounce and back at the price swing lows at $870 per ounce. Since then, palladium prices, they broke out over $200 or 2,000 points to the upside. They had a slingshot move higher, breaking out and surging over 10% just last week. And with that, of course, we made sure with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club to lock in a windfall amount of profit on palladium, but also on oil last week to 3-month highs just at the start of last week. Alongside that, we've locked in further profits with oil, which we identified to you that massive opportunity to be buying at the OPEC meeting at the beginning of June. And just within the matter of 1 month, we've seen prices break out over $10 to the upside here. Massive opportunity here to capitalize. We stacked into over a dozen positions on this market. Just on Friday, oil prices, they broke out to 3-month highs. So again, we've made sure with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club to keep scaling out, banking into strength. However, what we have observed is many speculators that bought much later into the move to the point where you've got over 90% now have gone long after we've already broken out to 3-month highs here. We've had that slingshot move higher from the lows from the OPEC meeting. Many retail traders and speculators got liquidated on that break all the way down to $73 and $72 per barrel, but it was nothing more than a huge opportunity. And since then, the rest is history. It has provided a windfall amount of profit on the breakout back towards the prior swing highs. However, I would be very mindful now that you've got a lot of traders getting into the move late here, and we are starting to see further profit taking and pressure, and we're of course just not being complacent, making sure to lock in profits here. It's been the same on palladium as well, which over the last week, after it broke out 10% in the month of July, it's starting to see as well some profit taking where it broke out to $1,070 per ounce just at the beginning of last week, and since then we started to pull back $50 or 500 points since it had that immense move to the upside just at the beginning of July. Now, if you go over to gold, silver, platinum, it's the same story that we discussed with you previously. Range-bound markets at the moment. You can see right at the beginning of the week here, we've got gold back under pressure. Very simply, we are stuck in a range between $2,300 per ounce back towards $2,400 per ounce. Until we can get a definitive breakout in either direction here, we're likely just to see more of the same. So this is going to be the case also potentially with platinum as well, which is struggling again to break out above 1,050 US dollars per ounce. Essentially, you're putting in the lower high yet again here, and you do have the potential, just considering the overall positioning in the market right now, with many traders, they're FOMOing in and buying much higher into the move here. You've still got the potential here for more range-bound price action and bigger opportunities to buy in at lower prices once you start to see these late longs get flushed out of the market. The current situation is that many traders who got sidelined throughout the breakouts of 2024, they have all bought much later into the move here, and typically this is a recipe for those late longs to get liquidated. So it's just something to be mindful of as we start the week here. You've got platinum under some pressure here. You've also got gold, silver. They are all under some pressure, and of course palladium. That's the same with oil as well. The big opportunities here would certainly come if we were to see another revisit back down towards the price swing lows here. That would offer some huge opportunities to reload on these markets if we do get it over the month of July here. So certainly being patient here, waiting for some really good opportunities to line up, which again, you don't want to be on the wrong side of this. You don't want to be FOMOing in, buying late, like 90% of the market who are buying here higher on gold and oil. This, of course, is where the skill comes into trading, where you want to know the right points in the cycle to be buying, but also where to lock in that windfall amount of profit, exactly as we've done with all of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club on the immense move that we've seen just within the last week. But what I will state is right now there are some setups which are starting to brew here that if you're patient, these are going to provide some massive opportunities over the summer. And whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven trading approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy and certainty. There's a massive gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, research-driven trading approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort, and you will have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis, outdated technical indicators, they won't work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive, research-driven trading approach that is never taught to retail traders and only reserved for professional traders in the banks and hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds, where they're buying and selling in real time alongside the key liquidity zones, so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision. Further compound that with the fundamentals, macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycle and intermarket correlations, then you need to join our mentorship program. Right now, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation that the world has seen. If you want to be on the right side of this and successfully capitalize on these huge money-making opportunities ahead and build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to our institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application, and we will get in touch ASAP.